O que é a vida? É o princípio da morte. O que é a morte? É o fim da vida. O que é a existência?
Hey man, get me real quick.
Once again, the greatness of the all-seeing Sultan is summoned. Behold! You have a wish in your heart. It is strong. Do not fret. Your wish will be granted.
Make sure we're not supposed to just go through. You don't know, do you?
Man, why you asked me? I've never been here before.
She said something to us.
She said, stay here, someone will be here to help you out shortly.
Of course.
You can look at the museum all you want afterwards.
These are what, just oddities, I guess?
This is like my soy sauce shade. They're real too. Look at this turtle. Did you see that turtle?
I'm gonna look for you a second. I feel like I have to do some After Effects on here to fix with the line.
That's a cool picture, look.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really good. It's a good picture. There's
Note to
a...
employees, never ever ever unlock this box.
Never do what?
Never unlock the box.
We should ask.
I'm going to.
You walk by the front door of the apartment on your way to the gift shop. This is the back door. If any of you all are big Johnny Depp fans, want to take your picture next to Johnny Depp's back door, now's your chance. You're welcome to take pictures with any of the celebrity creatures that catch your eye. King Kong is highly recommended. You can get inside of his fist. Looks like he's got you. You can put your head through the zombie's arm. Looks like he's got you in a headlock. Steal your lunch money and eat your brains. If you'd like your whole group in one photograph, I'd be happy to take the picture for you. Don't be shy. Their names were Ing and Chang Bunker, two of the original sideshow performers back in the 1800s. They were conjoined twins, born stuck together at the stomachs. The doctors couldn't help them back in those days. They just didn't have the technology. So as kids, they'd stretched and pulled and yanked, trying to separate themselves. It didn't work. They didn't manage to stretch the connective tissue into kind of a ligament, got it long enough they could sort of stand next to one another. Big improvement over being right up in each other's faces. P.T. Barnum found them living overseas in a country we call Thailand, but it was still called Siam back then. He brought them to the U.S., put them in his sideshow, billed them as the Siamese twins, told people everybody in Siam was connected to his or her twin in a similar manner. They became so well known that still today all conjoined twins are usually referred to as Siamese twins. Chang had a stroke a couple years before they died, and so he's kind of paralyzed. Ding had to drag him around after that. And then Chang died in his sleep a couple years later, and they sent for a doctor hoping to amputate Chang, save Ing, but he didn't get there in time. Ing died of blood poisoning about 6 hours later. So that's the story of Ing and Chang Bunker. And now it's showtime. That's the sound of a whip cracking. Makes that noise because the end of the whip goes so fast it exceeds the speed of sound. What y'all just heard was a sonic boom. Here's a couple more. And wow, here it goes. Very difficult stunt to achieve because the target's so small. The candle itself is pretty good size, but I don't want to just hit the candle and knock it over on that gentleman there. That would be much of a show. I want to put it out. I'm going to do that. I've got to pop the whip right in front of it, so this little tip into the whip here lines up with the candle wick and puts the fire out. Most people, you hold onto a wire, shove the other end into a wall socket, you get yourself electrocuted, at least severely shocked. I don't have that problem. That's what I'm going to do right now. So here's my piece of electrical cable, stripped on the end, got a good connection here. I don't just shove the other end directly into the wall socket. If I did that, something went wrong, it could easily cause a power outage. We don't want that. So for safety's sake, I've got a big heavy duty fuse box in line. That way the worst that might possibly happen is I'll die. But when you get out of here, everything's still going to be open. You're not going to have your afternoon on 6th Street cut short due to my error. See, that's the level of safety I like to maintain. So I just want to make sure y'all know you're in no danger at all. Not even you three in the front row. Then finally I got a little power strip there I use for my on-off switch because the wall socket's way over there. Right. What I'm going to do here is a scientific demonstration, not a magic act. That's why I tried to explain everything. Does anybody have any questions so far? No? I'd be curious how it's going to prove it. Anybody can hold a wire, throw a fake switch, say they got current going through them. If you don't prove it, you're just talking. So what I'm going to do is light up a light bulb. We all know that it takes 110 volts to make a regular household light bulb light up. So if this one lights up, when it's touched on my hand, we'll know I've got at least 110 volts going through me. I do need an assistant for this part though, and I need a light bulb operator. She's staring at you and you're smiling. Come up and do it. Come on up the stairs. What's your name?
Denise.
Big hand for Denise, everybody. Yay, Denise. Maybe they're clapping because they're happy it's not them up here. What I need you to do is hold the bulb by the crossbar with your thumb and forefinger. There you go. That'll be a nice little handle to hold on to and your hand's not covering up the bulb. You're welcome to examine the light bulb. Make sure I've not rigged it up with a switch and a battery. You can hold it however you want while you're looking at it. Poke it, prod it, push on it. Make sure there's nothing going on weird with it. Okay, well, thank you. I'll turn on the power then. Now, you hear the electricity. I can make it spark on my hand. You can see the electricity like so. I do have to be pretty careful with the spark because I'm not fireproof. I get burned like anybody else. So when I grab the cable, I have to be very careful to squeeze tight so there's no sparks to burn me. For most people, you grab this thing, you get electrocuted, at least severely shot. When I do it, I'm not even uncomfortable. So I've got between 110 and 120 volts going through me. Nothing hidden in this hand, if that's what you're thinking. Here's the power source. Here's Denise with the proof. You'll notice the bulb does flicker when I get close to it. That's because I've got an electrical field emanating off me. I'm an electroman. It does take a full connection to make it light up. Yeah. From what little I've been able to learn about how it is I'm able to do this, it's some kind of chemical reaction that gives my skin a lot more electrical resistance. So it acts kind of like a Faraday cage, protecting my insides. And the fact that the electricity emanates off of me does tend to lend credence to that. Y'all remember Uncle Fester from the Addams Family?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to do an Uncle Fester impersonation for you. Put that on my mouth, please. Yep. You can touch me with that bulb pretty much anywhere. It lights up just fine. Can't put it on top of my head. That will set my hair on fire. I learned that accidentally. Glad you didn't try that. But we learn a lot by accident in the sideshow. That's how I learned that it's okay for you to be up here. You're in no danger. You won't get electrocuted even if you touch me. I think I absorb most of the current. So when people touch me, they just get a minor zap. A lot of people even think it's fun and want to do it more than once. Want to try that?
No.
Fun. Really good. When's the next time you're ever going to have the chance to get zapped by an electrified crazy man? What do you think, folks? Should she get
Yeah, she should do it.
Fun? Want to do it again?
Sorry.
Anybody else? Made her do it? Good zaps her? Everything you've ever been told not to do with electricity, and the one really bad idea I like called the reverse fester. If you want to picture this, please get your cameras ready. I can't hold it very long, leaves me a little lightheaded, but it does seem to help my depression and anxiety. Do you want to get a picture, sir? You got your camera there? Yes, her camera's there. You ready with the bulb? You got it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, big hand for Denise, everybody. Yeah.